Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome again to another painting tutorial. So today I'll be painting a turtle. I love painting turtles because number one, they're underwater, and number two, they're the only reptiles that I really like or I really appreciate because I don't like painting snakes or crocodiles or lizards or anything of that sort. But with turtles, I'm okay. All right. So I'll be using 12 by 16 canvas board. And the colors that I'll be using for today's tutorial are very basic. And most of you will have these colors already available. So we have Oxide Black, Primary Yellow, Titanium White, Burnt Sienna, and blue or cadmium blue. So I'm gonna do first the background, which is the waters. So I'll be getting my blue. Of course, we will be using blue waters for this painting background. So just get your blue color. And I also have with me my hair dryer so that when I need to dry something really quick, we don't have to waste our time waiting for the paint to dry. We just simply have to use our hair dryer so that, we dry things pretty quickly. So I'm going to get my burnt sienna as well, just to mute everything down because I also use burnt sienna in adding some colors of nature, and we'll be using some titanium white for the highlights because this painting will have some what they call it, light play as well, which I love, and a little bit of yellow. We're not going to be using too much of yellow, but just a little bit of it, just a tiny hint of yellow in there. And of course, our oxide black. Again, the purpose of oxide black, just like the burnt sienna, is to tone everything down and also to add some details and also to darken some areas that are not hit by the light or that are not that are deep or to add depth. Okay, so again, I'll be using my cadmium blue to add some or to do the water background. I'll be adding a little bit of black to that so that it's muted and it's darker. And I'll be using this color right here. Cadmium, my cadmium blue, I'm using what they call this. I'm using um golden for this. It's more of translucent. So if you're having a problem with that because of the translucent feature of the cadmium blue, you can simply add a little bit of white to that so that you remove that translucence. It becomes more opaque. Okay. And now, okay, we've already darkened that part. I might darken it even more. We just want some sort of depth into this area. I'll go back to that later. Now I'll be using just blue and a little bit of white, titanium white, for the bottom part of the waters. I'll be using that here. I'm not really covering the right side of my canvas simply because it will be covered with the turtle shape or the turtle image anyway. So don't worry too much about the right side. We just want these blue waters to be there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna lighten a little bit this part. just to add some more light play. Okay, very little detailing in here. You can tell that I'm having a hard time spreading the paint, simply because the paint is more of translucent. But it's fine, it's all good. Now I really want to darken the blue color right here. I feel like it still needs more dark or depth, darkness or depth. Okay, like that. Okay, again, don't worry too much about this side. If you want, for the sake of just balancing it visually, okay, we can continue doing the backgrounding right here. But then again, I'm just letting you know that this will be covered with the turtle image anyway. Okay? If you don't want to waste your paint, you don't have to paint too much on the right side. Just make sure the left side is more covered. Okay, is solidly covered. Okay, now I'm gonna get my hair dryer so that we can really paint over this area very easily. We don't want to smudge anything. We don't want the colors to mix with the blue color. So my hair dryer is already plugged, and I'm just gonna, okay, say excuse me for the sound that it will make. Okay. Oops. So it's flying away. All right. All right, it's done. So it's now okay to be layered over. I'm just gonna make some more layer right here because I think it still lacks some depth. Okay. You know me and my finger painting thing. I will touch it if I have to, if I feel like I have to. Okay, just this side. Just need to add a little bit of something right here. Like my neighbor's door just keeps on closing and opening. I can hear it. All right. Okay, so I'm going to sketch now the subject so that we can proceed with the turtle. We will definitely go back to the waters, but we actually just want this to be the background. We want the turtle to be here already. So for the sketch, I'm just going to use my titanium white. You can use any brighter colors for the sketch, but for me, just for you to see it against my canvas, I'm just going to use my white. Okay. If I make a mistake as to the proportion, I'll just correct it, okay, as I go. But I'm not really using any tracing material or anything. So freehanding everything um, definitely has more room for errors, but I'm all good. This will be like the head. Okay. This will be the body. And this will be the flap. Yeah, I can really hear my neighbors. My neighbor's door. This keeps on opening. Okay, anyway. Okay, so this will be the shell. Okay, like that. Okay. Mhm. So there will be a lots of detailing on the neck because of the folds, but we will do that later. Okay, for now, this is basically the shape of it. Okay, and there will be the mouth. Okay, like that. Okay, so basically that's the sketch for the turtle, and now let's begin doing the detailing. All right, so I'm gonna get my black. I'm gonna start with the black color right here. Okay, like this. Very random. Okay, and also right here, I'm gonna add my black. And you probably will notice how I'm doing this. It's more of dry brushing. Okay, like that. Mhm. And also right here. Okay, I'm going to make a little bit of correction in there. Okay. Now I'm going to dab onto my blue and white. Let's add some blue colors right here. I'm going to get my burnt sienna, that's white. And let's add a little bit of brownie colors on the shell part. Okay, now using a smaller brush, I'm going to dab onto my white mixed with blue. Okay, so we're just going to make some lines, okay, that will give details to the shell. Okay, I'll be using more white right here. Okay, like that. Okay. I'll be getting my white again. Okay, like that. And I'll be getting my white. I'll be using that right here on the head. Okay, like that. Now I'll be getting some blue mixed with white so that I color this area light blue. Okay. I know it does not make any sense at the moment, but just trust me on this one. Okay, now I'm gonna get my white again. Okay, like that. And I'm gonna gray this down. Yeah, so I'm gonna add black so that we're not gonna use too bright white. I'm gonna gray it. Okay, like this. Okay, again, you heard the noise from my neighbor's unit. Again, I'm gonna gray it down. We want some sort of gray and maybe a little bit of brown as well. Like this. Okay, that. And using some more gray colors right here. You know, I always use my hand so that I spread it nicely. Okay. I'm gonna add more brown to my existing gray so that it's brown colors right here. Okay, I might use a bigger brush so that I cover it in a much faster way. So I'm gonna use this brush. I'm gonna dab on again to my muted white plus brown. And I'm just gonna Maybe I'm gonna add a little bit of blue. Like that. Okay. Right here on the body and also on the neck part. I'm just gonna make a more round motion right here. And I'm applying the paints quite thinly. Okay. Not really, I'm not really heavily applying it. Okay, I'm gonna get my black for this area. And then some browns. Oops, since my brown is it's too brown and the presence of black is not really helping. I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow so that the brown color is more prominent. Okay, just like that, very, very subtle. Okay. And now I'm gonna wash my brush out. Okay, I'm gonna add my white, muted white. And when I say muted, it means it's already mixed with some brown or black. And I'm gonna color this area. And since I'm using my hand, it's helping me achieve the natural look that I want. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna apply a little bit of that color on the tummy area. I'm gonna get my blue. Right here. Like that. And also right here on the neck part. All right. Now let's go into more detailing. Let's see. Okay. So let's go into more detailing. I'm gonna get my black. I want to go and create the eyes already so that we know exactly where it is located. So the eyes will be, the eye, I mean, will be right here. Okay. Okay. And some markings. The markings that we're doing will only be preliminary, okay? We'll be adding some colors to them. But let's start creating them. Okay. I'm going to outline the shape of the face ever so slightly, just so it does not look like it's floating or it's pasted. A little bit of outline. Okay, and then just glide your paintbrush on the body to create some folds. Okay, we're just creating folds here. So we're going to lighten some folds later. For now, let's just apply or let's just create the folds. Don't worry too much about specific detailing first. Just go ahead and uh, do the basics, basically. So the challenging part about the turtle's body are the folds. They're like crisscrossing each other. So for it to become easier for you to do, just crisscross. Okay. You can never go wrong with this. Okay. That. I'm gonna get a little bit of brown. Like right here. Okay. And then let's create some nostrils. Right. Okay. Now we're going to add more detailing. I'm going to get my pure white. We're going to highlight some areas, okay, brighter than the other parts. And some areas will be brighter. Okay, I'm going to brighten this area. Again, not all areas will be bright, okay? Only some. I'm going to add a little bit of blue colors right here. Okay, and now using some watered down black, okay? This is a quite tricky thing to do, but just trust me on this one. I'm going to darken this part. So using my watered down black, you can tell that I simply darken this part of the head without having to detail it. Okay, and the eyes as well. We're gonna darken it like that. Okay, in here, I'm gonna create some markings that we would not have created if we're just using some ordinary brush. This side as well, just darken it using some water than black. It's going to make our lives easier if we use this technique. Darkening this area. Okay, I'm going to apply a little bit of blue. Just a little bit of blue colors. Okay. I'm gonna get some blue. Let's change it. Okay. Okay, like that. I'm gonna get some brown and yellow. Just a tiny bit. We don't want it to be too much. Okay, right here. I'm gonna make this a little bit look more yellow. And also here. Mhm. Let me check. Okay, this looks nice. Okay, I'm gonna get some light blue. Gonna mix my white and blue. And I really want to brighten this area. You know, when I was just starting, 2018, yeah, I started in 2017, but I think it was more in 2018 when I went crazy for series of paintings. Like, let's say for this week, I'm gonna do just turtle paintings, and for the next week, I would just do 4 roses, and I just love doing series, which helped me um, familiarize myself with a specific subject, meaning lots of practice were done by painting in series. Okay, it helped me like it helped me really become what do you call this? I don't want to call it like that way, but like a master of a subject simply because I kept doing it. I'm not saying I'm a master, but I'm just saying that with respect to my own practice, I've already acquainted myself with painting the same or similar subjects by repeatedly doing them. Okay, so it really helped. Okay, I'm just adding more detailing on the neck part. I'm just adding some pure white. Okay, just pure white. Okay, for the folds. Okay, I'm gonna get my brown. Let's add some more folds. And some more markings. You know, the more markings you do here, the more realistic it becomes or it appears. Okay. Let me just check. Okay, that's nice. But I need to add more details. I'm gonna go for watered down blue. Let's make this area a little bit blue than black. Okay. Using some black. Let's deepen the folds. Mhm. Now let's create some more folds. Okay. Gonna get some light blue. We're not yet done. Okay, we're gonna lighten this area a bit. And I just reshaped the back, making it more curvy. And then let's use some white to highlight it. And like that. Smoothen out. Oops. I need to use white. But okay, I did not wash my brush, that's why. Okay, let's just use a clean brush just to remove that color. All right, I need to just use pure white. Right here. Okay. And using black, let's create some more detailing on the flap. Like that. Okay. I'm going to use an old brush of mine. I'll show you a very old brush of mine. Okay, maybe this. Look how super old this is. I'm going to focus on the camera. So it's not focusing, but you can tell that it's not really focusing. I'm so sorry. But it's super old that, let's see if you can see it. Still not focusing. Okay, because my camera is more focused on the turtle. Anyway, I'm gonna use this super old brush of mine to add more detailing on the body. So I'll be grabbing my black, and I'm gonna allow the tip of this old brush to create the details for me, because it looks more natural when I use this than if I use my brush, my ordinary brush. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get my blue. I have a very strong um, black. That's why when it mixes with my other colors, it just becomes so muddy. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of watered down blue on this part and on this part, just to make everything looks more underwater. So just water down your blue, like so. And then I'm gonna get my white. Disconnect the blue and the yellow by applying white in between. Okay, now I want you to clean this area. And clean meaning you will go around the shape of the turtle and remove the excess paints that you see or that went outside the line, the sketch line, I mean. Okay. Oops. Okay. And some pure white. Like that. A little bit of highlight. Okay, some highlights on the eye part. Like that. Then some dark blue colors. Let's get some more detailing. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of white to create some more detailing. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna lighten a bit this part. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna use my fan brush, all right? And for the fan brush, I'm gonna suggest that you use a more like stiff fan brush. You don't want to use a smooth or like a very soft fan brush. Where's my stiff fan brush? So I'm looking for my fan brush. Why is it not here? Okay, there you go. So I do have this stiff fan brush, and I also have my like super fine fan brush. And for this purpose, I will only be using this stiff fan brush because we want to create some patterns on our turtle. Okay, so if we use a smooth fan brush, it's just gonna make everything look so not not the ideal thing for this painting. So I'm gonna use this one and let's start. So I'll be using my black and blue. Okay. So just the tip of my brush, I'm gonna create some like lines, lines and all. Just the tip. Can do a little bit of crisscrossing just to already create some patterns. Okay, I'll be getting a white in the same manner. All right. And again, just using my pure white. I really want to highlight the face. And I'm gonna create some markings here just to make everything a little brighter. Okay, and I'm gonna lighten this part. Like that. Add more details. Now we can use a little bit of light blue right here. Just a little bit of suggestion of light. I know it's just these little things that will change the way you appreciate the painting. For me, it's this little things, okay, that matter sometimes. And it just adds mood to the painting. All right. It's nice. You know, these blue colors that you see, these are a suggestion that this is underwater. What we're painting is underwater. Without the blue color, you know, turtles don't look blue, right? But underwater, they seem like blue simply because of the effects of the water. Okay. They're not really born blue, but all right, like this. And I'm gonna lighten a bit this part. You don't want to paint over those areas that we already did. We just want to glaze it because they're not supposed to be that obvious. They are supposed to be there, but as to visibility, they can only be seen if you really look at it closely, and from afar, they will add life to the painting. Like this. Not really painting over it. I just want it to be there without have without, however, making it look like it was done there on purpose. I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow, tiny bit, not too much, like that on the mouth right here. Just a little bit more detailing. Gonna get my light blue. Let's start creating some details here. Mhm. Okay. Oops. I just keep on grabbing the wrong colors. Okay. Let's see. This is absolutely nice. I really like this one. Okay. So I think I'm going to have to sign this now. And for the signature, I'm going to use, of course, you can definitely make some more corrections if you have to. This flat right here is more of a background thing, so it will not be really super detailed because it's underwater, so some body parts will appear more blurry than the other parts. The effects of water. Okay, I'm just gonna add more detail on the eye. Okay, and then here I'm gonna darken this part. Let me check. Okay, this looks absolutely nice. Okay, so let's sign this now. So for the signature, I'm just gonna use my white and I'm gonna sign right here. Okay, and we're finished. So I hope you enjoy that one and I hope you paint along with me. If you like this video, let me know in the comment section below. I'm gonna link in the description box below my other turtle painting tutorials and some maybe animal painting tutorials so that you can choose from a lot of them. See you in my next one, guys, and have a great week ahead. Bye. Mwah. Mwah. Love you.